First, I just want to start the video by saying I do not hate fat people. I just hate the ones that think they are being oppressed and want special treatment because they are fat. Face it, fat acceptance is stupid and it ignores health risk and facts just to make people feel better, and that's cancer. Why are you putting lies into people's heads to make them think that you can be fat and healthy at the same time? That is just wrong.
Just because you're obese, you must overeat. You must have an eating disorder. I know that not to be the case. I know you can have a healthy relationship.
Yes, because overeating does not have anything to do with being fat and looking like the fucking Michelin Man.
Say this is misleading. Go have at it a little bit.
Well, I certainly think that we all want to feel good about ourselves. That's understandable. I don't think people should feel demeaned by their size. And I also couldn't agree more with the message of daily exercise. No matter what size you are, you'll certainly benefit from daily exercise. You can't be healthy without that. But then let's talk about where we disagree. Look, if you want to feel good about yourself, it's impossible to feel good about yourself when you're doing something that's self-destructive. Also, self-destructive behaviors that result in damage or debilitation or even disfigurement to the body, that's never going to be perceived as beautiful.
The thing is that I think that the HAES approach, the health at every size approach, has been documented to work. And it's been documented to work year after year.
What do you mean?
I really don't know what she was trying to say there, but I'm pretty sure she's proved herself wrong by saying that. I mean, what's been proved to work? Like, more fat people are dying, or what? Because if you've ever watched Boogie, you've heard him say there's a lot of old people and there's a lot of fat people, but there's not a lot of fat old people.
Work. What do you mean work? Because a health at every size is a lie. If you starve yourself into damage, that's unhealthy. Or if you eat yourself into damage, that's not healthy.
You're making a lot of assumptions.
That's just not. That's not true.
You're making a lot of assumptions.
That's like saying
about
that.
Weight
let's
being
say you were a smoker. Let's say you're a smoker and have black lungs, and you try to say that's healthy because you don't have cancer yet.
No, I thought this was a really good clip because it shows how ignorant these people are. Being fat comes with many health risks. So, I mean, let's just get on to the next video and show how stupid these people will get just to try and prove their point.
People judge me for my weight all the time. I go out in public, people will give my husband and I looks. We take up a lot of space when we walk down the road holding hands on a footpath. I remember when we were trying to jog once, they were cheering us on like we were in a marathon, and you could tell it was quite sarcastic.
Yeah, you get that from time to time. There's people that think they're, having a bit of fun, but realistically it does hurt sometimes.
It does hurt, yeah.
We hear in the news all the time about an obesity epidemic and how people are dying of obesity. And what we see is that it's just not true. What is true is that people are heavier than they used to be, but what's also true is that we're living longer than ever before.
You know, I sincerely doubt that we're living longer than ever before. You know, maybe the people that take care of themselves are living longer than anyone ever before. But as for fat people, just look at this list. It goes on and on. High blood pressure, even cancer. There's tons and tons of diseases you can get just from being fat. And you're meaning to tell me that we're living longer than ever? No.
Ask me all the time if you can be fat and healthy. I'm not offended by that question. I feel like it reflects on me a little bit because I feel like I am a fat and healthy person.
I'm not healthy. I'm going to say that because I have 2 autoimmune diseases. I can't say that I'm fully healthy, but I'm doing the best that I can to live a great life.
I'm not the expert on societal health. I am the expert on living in my body. I'm not a disease.
And I'm not diseased.
I'm sorry, ma'am, you're infected with the Michelin Man disease.
Oh no. This is the body that I come in.
If someone offered me a way to instantly lose my weight, guaranteed success tomorrow, I probably still wouldn't accept their offer. We shouldn't all be the same. There's nothing wrong with who I am. There's nothing wrong with being a fat person. Just like there's nothing wrong with being a non-fat person.
Really, you wouldn't take the opportunity to not look like a Big Mac just fucked a McChicken?
That are happening here is that what I'm hearing is this intense sort of discussion around self-hatred and when you're in a bigger body. And I wanted to ask people, like down the front there, you who's 20, is your life better? Are you happier? Is everything better now that you're slightly smaller than you were before?
You know, I think life is a lot easier when you're not fat, and you'll probably be a lot happier, you know, when your knees don't hurt, it's not a pain in the ass to get in and out of a fucking car, when you don't have to walk sideways through fucking doorways just to get through them. Yeah, I think that is a little fucking healthier and a little fucking easier.
I mean, I think one of the things
let's get an answer to the question. Are you?
Absolutely. And I'm not a little bit smaller, I'm a lot smaller. And I did do research into everything. I can still have kids, and that may not have happened if I had stayed the size I was. Like, my question to you is, can you honestly say that you are 100% happy and healthy? Like, you have no medical conditions whatsoever, you have no problems at all with your health?
Just a little cancer.
At your weight as compared to...
Can we have an answer? No. The question's been asked. What's the answer?
I think it's really interesting that I feel like I need to justify my existence in this room.
No, but hang on a minute. You asked her to...
I really like how she's trying to change her point, and you can just tell from her little fingers, you know, that she's really fucking triggered.
Justify her decision.
I
And
asked
she's
her if she was
asking...
happy. I didn't ask her to justify what her health issues now, or if there is any.
But have you got any health issues?
No, I'm perfectly happy.
Perfectly happy? Don't you mean healthy? Or are you trying to say that you're happy and not healthy, but... What?
I'd love to know, like, what do you see as healthy with eating?
Yeah, it's interesting that you've just assumed that I eat bad food because
No,
of
I
my
know. I'd
size.
love to know, because if you're really healthy, do you have any joint issues, or so you're completely...
I swim 2.5 kilometres a day.
And they're off. It's a...
I walk, I exercise all the time.
Been waiting for, so you'll forgive them their
synchronized swimming team, and I really resent the fact that I have to actually justify my existence and my ability to live in the world in a bigger body in a way that I'm happy.
She is so triggered about this situation when she brought herself into the conversation by speaking up. And, she's wrong.
I mean, the whole show is about weight and health.
No,
so
what
it's
we've
not
been
an
talking about
unreasonable...
is surgery, and we haven't actually talked about the possibility that you can actually live in your life.
No, but we
in
have.
This body.
We have talked about that. But all I'm saying is that a question to anyone about what they eat in the context of this program, anyone in this room, is perfectly reasonable, I think.
But it's interesting that they've only been directed at fat people.
No. It's not about being fat or not being fat. It's about what everybody eats. Well, it's about what everybody eats and what health is. What health
You're conflating
No, I'm not conflating anything. I'm saying I think it's perfectly reasonable in the context of a discussion where you've got research that suggests that people who are overweight and people who are obese can be more prone to particular health problems. I think it's quite reasonable in that context.